Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on RAR Chevette Television Productions. My name is Sean Butler. Thank you very much for joining us on tonight's broadcast of the NASCAR iRacing.com series Road to Pro series. Brought to you by Budweiser. Thank you very much for joining us.
No
I am joined up here in the booth alongside with Peak Antifreeze Series driver Blake Reynolds, Drakentech.com's John Dragonetti, and Kevin McAdams. Gentlemen, how are you this evening?
Horrible.
Good.
Couldn't do any worse.
Shut the fuck.
Hey, it's my turn to talk. I'm Blake Reynolds, driver number 66. Jordan.
What?
How's it going tonight?
Well, unfortunately, we're in second split. We got a lot of fucks in this race. I'll go down the list.
No.
Let me give you the list of fucks. We'll start with Brian Blackford. That's the biggest fuck. We got,
All
who
right,
else
John
we got
Dragonetti, how are you this evening in the booth? John, how are you tonight? Please stop Jordan from talking. John, how are you? Please let us know.
Dude, I have no idea.
All right, sounds good, John. Again, thank you very much for joining us here
We got
on
Blake
tonight's
Bryant, that's a big
broadcast here.
fuck. We got,
All right, now that that's out of the way, we got us a doozy of a race here. This is the Put It Out 200 sponsored by Wendy's. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here today. 200 grueling laps here at the Martinsville Superspeedway. Blake, we'll start with you here. What are the keys to tonight's race? What do we need to do to make sure that we survive to the end of the race and get a good solid points day out of this?
Well, I mean, this series and the format, the way it is, it's just going to be avoiding the wrecks. And since it's a Martinsville Super Speedway, you never know with the draft package we have tonight how fast we're going to be going. We can see speeds excess of 250 miles an hour going around this track, so you never know what kind of trouble we'll see.
Right, exactly. You always want to stay out of trouble. John, we'll go over to you here. What are the keys to being fast here in Martinsville? I know you're the Super Speedway expert here with all of us here at Dead Zone Racing. So what do the drivers have to do tonight to ensure good quality, consistent laps and just make sure they get around this place in one piece?
Well, the big thing really is just, oh, hold on, I'm transmitting in two different things.
Way to go, John. Ruining our perfect broadcast.
Freaking guy!
Shut up, Casey. You're not supposed to be here.
All right, well, let's go down to our in-race reporter while John is getting his mic set up. We apologize for those technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. In-race reporter Jordan Worth coming from us live from second split. Jordan, what are we going to have to do to ensure a good finish here tonight?
you know, Sean, everything you just said there, buddy, not quite race chatter, all right? You know,
All
I'm trying
right,
to
perfect.
focus.
So now we're going to go over the
exactly.
point standings here in the NASCAR iRacing Road to Pro Series. A tight race here at the top. The top spot is being held by Garnett Lowe here, and he has a total of 697 points here over the field. Second place is John Gorlinski. Surprising entry there, having a career
Sean,
run.
You pronounced that wrong. It's John Garbanzo.
Oh, I'm sorry. John Garbanzo in the second spot with 682 points here. And though we go down to the third spot, still a formidable, it's a little bit of a gap there, a little 50-point deficit. Jonathan J. Johnson, I'm sorry, that's Eric J. Smith, my apologies, with a solid 632 points. And just going down the list, we have top guys here as Brogdon Blackford is up there. Sven Wilson is a very formidable driver as well. And we have Kuhn Cook there. With that, in the 8th position, we have Hoos Cattell.
Sorry, can you repeat who was 8th? Can you repeat who was 8th again? Who was that?
We have Malk Ray, and we have, just going down the list, a lot of the drivers here. The number 8 position is Cook Kane with that one in the 8th spot.
Did you highlight the 19th place, though, Mike
the
McLaughlin?
19th place? Yes,
yeah,
Mike McLaughlin returning.
Yeah, did you get him?
Returning to racing here via the
we
Pro
gotta get
Series
him in
here.
there.
A good way to step up back to where he once
You know, I
was.
want to give a shout out. We look down the standings here. You know, we got a great top 20. But look at that down 13th right there. Now, Joshua Filia, he's a nice young man. I don't know where he's from, but he's from somewhere in America. Now, the thing about him is...
Jordan, I don't know what kind of dialect you're talking. I'm seeing Josh Filjuev Gay.
Right, him, yeah. But see, the thing about him is he's got T-Rex arms, and it's amazing that he's actually able to race. He can barely reach the wheel. He's got these small-ass arms, but he's in 13th in points. He's doing better than Justin Boston there in 15th.
Justin Boston. Sounds familiar.
We see Justin Boston here in the point stand. He's running in the 15th position currently in points. That is amazing. And just a career run for all these guys. So happy to see them running well here in the series and gunning for that oh so valuable pro license here on
Now,
iRacing.
I look at this top 20, I see some names that are in my race, such as, let's see who's in my race with me. Who the hell we got? I have no idea. I lost my point. Oh, we got the guy 5th in points. Brian Blackford, he's in my race. I'm going to wreck him. We got, who else is in my race here?
Jordan, I hate to cut you off, but we are going to start gridding here for the race very soon. So we're just going to go over the brief rundown here of the starting grid presented by Bass Pro Shops. On the pole with a blistering time of 19.194, the number 11 of Jake Nichols. Alongside him, the number 8 of Jeremy R. Allen. Rounding out row number 2, we have the number 26 of Andre Fiorini, a very impressive qualifying run for that machine. Look for him to be up near the front, alongside the number 14 of Ryan Kuhn. Row number 3, we have the number 2 of Garrett Maines, and another great run of the number 32 of Joshua Filioff, running in the 6th position starting. Still going on down, we have Ian Cook in the number 10 machine, Trey Eidson in the number 33, Dallas Pataska in the 35, Colin Keister in the 15, Dylan C. Jones in the 21. Impressive run by Nathan Lyon in the 18. And we're still going down here. Stephen Wilson will be in the 14th position. Tyler Laughlin rounding out the top 15. As we go on down the field here, 16th spot goes to James Heater with a very impressive lap. Adam Benefiel in the 25 car. Jacob Harbert's in the 18th position. We have Caleb Eisenhower, very impressive run for him. And we're still going on down the list here. Braden Boulos, a very impressive run here, starting off the 20th spot. Robbie Vrabel Jr. in the 21st position. And Michael J. Johnson rounds out row 11. Going to row 12 here. Number 3 of Justin Boston in the 23rd position.
Now let's stop right here in the 24th grid. Spot, that is. Patrick Millay. What a fuck.
Here's
what
that
a guy.
fuck.
I wholeheartedly agree here. He rounds out the 12th row here with a very horrific qualifying run, if I'm honest here.
Honestly.
Going down to row 16, Logan Kress, another horrific starting spot.
What a fuck.
Another really horrible qualifying effort. Michael Guerrilla here.
Gorilla.
No. All right, and here we go. Now we're going to go down here on the list here. Byron Daly, very qualifying run. He's not too proud of. He's going to have to make his way up through the field. And another highlight down there, Blade Witt, starting in the 31st position. Now, we'll show you the rest of the field here going on down, but we're going to kick it now to our Drunk Driver of the Race Award, given to the slowest qualifier at each NASCAR iRacing Series Pro Series, any type of series, driver in whichever session. This week, it'll be going to the number 31 of Adam de Blasio with a record-breaking, earth-shattering time of 22.518, almost a full 3 seconds off of the pace. Absolutely incredible. Big shout out to Budweiser for sponsoring the Drunk Driver of the Race Award. And that is your starting lineup. So a little bit before the green flag here, we'll get some final thoughts here. John, Blake, what do you guys have?
You know, it's surprising. I'm talking.
John.
Shut the fuck up. I will stab you.
Am I not even in the broadcast? You don't mention me. I'm just going to say.
Our NASCAR Race 2003 representative, Kevin McAdams, welcome to the broadcast.
I don't know what iRacing is, but we're going to watch this race, and we're about to go green here, Sean.
Kevin, I hate to cut you off, but we are green here in Martinsville.
We have officially established nothing going into turn 1.
Turn 1,
side by side.
Jake Nichols in the 11 car coming off of turn number 2 with the lead. Not much else happening here. Going to turn 3, fairly clean.
Oh, I see some stacking up.
Big stacking
the number 1, Garrett Lowe. Sonny D looking ass. Who is that? That's Trey Eidson.
Oh, the number 26
in the wall.
The yellow flag is
out. Wall here, turn 1. The caution is
Who
out.
Who is that?
Watch out as the Martinsville safety crew is out on the track.
We were just talking about in the pre-race how he had a great qualifying run. He was looking forward to having a great run here. Just unfortunately gets into some trouble going into turn number 1 here. Very unfortunate. He was going to have a great run, great qualifying run. And we are under caution, somewhat surprisingly, on lap 2 here. We were projecting long green flag runs here at the Martinsville Super Speedway, and that's just not the case early on in the race, Blake.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't believe there was a crash so fast. It looked like he blew a right front tire. Probably all the heat from the pace laps.
Unbelievable. Unfortunate stuff here. Kevin, what does it look like happened to him from your vantage point there?
Well, it looks like Andre Fiorini.
That's incredible. Alrighty, we are under caution here for the first time on lap 3. And let's go ahead, and the pace car catches the field here on the back straightaway. And what's pit strategy here looking like, John, here? Are we going to see some trucks coming down taking 4 fresh Goodyear tires here?
You know, you might see a couple. You know, there's a fierce tire war going on right now. I think some of the back markers are actually running Continental tires. Those guys might be the ones to come down, as their tires are incredibly shitty.
Yep.
But
actually,
for the front runners, I'm still fucking talking.
Hey, I got a report. I got report stuff, John.
Wow.
The 26 Andre Fiorini. Casey, can you tell us what's going on with that truck? Our pit road reporter.
Well, he seemed to have had a black screen.
Oh!
And went straight and absolutely annihilated the wall. Rest in peace, wall. And yeah, so he's coming down, getting service on that truck, even though it's absolutely destroyed. So yeah, we'll see what he does from here.
By the way, we forgot to mention our in-race pit reporter / spotter reporter, driver of the number 15 or 14, whatever car number he runs.
14, okay.
Napa Auto Parts Ford Taurus in the Peak Antifreeze Series, Casey Kerwin. Casey, welcome to the broadcast here. Thank you for joining our team. Do you have any other stories down there from pit road?
Nothing besides Pat Mallett just being a guy. I mean, honestly.
The fucking guy.
What a fuck.
That is
What a
absolutely fantastic here. Now, it looks like, I can't tell from here, are we still on 2 to go? Or are we on 1 to go here? It appears we're on...
Here's to go.
Appears we're on 2 to go here still. Pace car is leading him down the backstretch. Fiorini just getting out of the pits in time. That is one of the key points here at Martinsville. Pit road is very long, but pit stops have to be very short if you want to stay on the lead lap here. And just looking through the field here, a lot of clean trucks there. It only appeared that Fiorini was the only one that got involved in that accident. So what's going to be the key to this restart here, Kevin? What can we look to see here as we get the 1 to go signal?
Well, you just got to get that good restart. You got to get a good restart again on, where are we at, lap 7. Got to have a good, clean race from here all the way up to lap 200. Looks like with fuel, it's going to be 1 pit stop race if we can go green here. But it's going to be interesting to see if Jeremy Allen can have a better restart this time. The number 11 of Jake Nichols took off pretty quickly.
Well, thank you, Kevin. A little bit of technical difficulties here. We'll get back to Kevin on his mic. But meanwhile, coming to the green, the pace car is off. And it looks like Nichols is going here.
Oh, a bit of a check on mid-pack.
But the 8 spun his tires.
Front 2 are single file side by side for the 3rd position. That is Ryan Kuhn in the 14. And that is Garrett Maines in the 2. Looking fairly clean here going into turn 3. Very side by side here. They're side by side for about the 3rd spot back. We have a caution again on the speedway. Let's see if we can find it here. Liam Brotherton in turn 3 has hit the wall. Now, his tires may be illegal. As you can see, they're emitting some kind of white skid mark here. I'm not sure what that is. But that is highly unfortunate. Let's see if we can get another look at what happened to Liam here. Going into turn number 3.
Oh, no surprise. By pastrami sandwich.
Unfortunate circumstances there. Just got in a little too hot. Could have been a lot worse. Good job by all the drivers back there avoiding him. Just very unfortunate here. Now, how does this play into the strategy? We said it would be a 1-stop race earlier. It may be a 2-stop now with only our 2nd caution. So what can we look to see under these yellow flag circumstances here, Blake?
Sorry, repeat the question.
Yeah,
never
I think
mind.
a real big
Casey
thing
Girl, we
is
have
going
cars
to be
going down pit
the...
road. Casey, what do you got for us down there?
All I got is the 37's probably insanely triggered at the 6. Definitely was intentional contact there. I didn't know there was a right turn at Martinsville. But besides that, if you're smart, you're still staying out because you got like 1 corner on your tires and speed. So yeah, that's all I got so far.
As fast as he possibly can throughout the race, providing us some excellent news and stories from the pits. But yeah, so under caution here, again, surprisingly at Martinsville, we expected this thing to go green all the way. The size of this track just doesn't allow for much close quarters racing. They get spread out very quickly, and it's showing here early, Blake. So why are these cautions happening? What is causing all this to go on?
Really not sure. I think we got a lot of dumb fucks in the Roto Pro series, and unfortunately that's causing a bit of problems.
Absolutely incredible here. That is, couldn't have said it better myself here.
Well, I
And,
will say, I'm looking at the 37 William Brotherson. His truck actually doesn't look that bad. You might be able to get back out here and get up to probably the top speed of 248 miles an hour.
Absolutely incredible, earth-shattering speeds here at the Martinsville Super Speedway. That's going to be something to look forward to. And again, these engines, they are taped up beyond measure here, trying to squeeze as much speed out of they can out of these engines here, but it'll take a toll on them. John, what do they have to do to kind of keep these engines cool so that they'll last the whole race?
I think the big thing for them is just to make sure they push the car as hard as possible in front of them, and especially make sure you push on the left rear. That is exactly where the grill opening is on these cars. So the key is to push as hard as possible, but keep that nose open so we can get as much air to the radiator as possible. Also, didn't mention before, big thing, driver swaps. Big unknown here.
Ah, yes. And we're going to be hopping on board here with Josh Philly on the 32 machine. Here we go. Pace car is off. Double file coming to the line here. They are still fairly stacked. And now they're going early.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Jake Nichols is hard on the loud pedal. I love that phrase, by the way.
Oh,
As
there's
they-
a my goodness!
Oh, there's a death wreck.
Oh
Into turn number 1, Garrett Baines up and over.
Holy
Here
shit!
at Martinsville.
The yellow flag
No
is out.
caution. Now the caution is out. Unbelievable.
I'm getting report the entire whole Montreux secret has been deployed.
Yeah, it looks like we're under red flag conditions here. The leader's now coming up to the wreck here. Garrett Baines has not moved. The truck is still, now he has exited out of the racing service. He's teleported onto pit road. That's a shame here, having a good run. Let's take another look here. And he just got turned, it appears, going down into turn 1. That is just a shame. Car tumbling end over end. And man, Kevin, what could he have possibly done differently there?
Well, he should have just kept the truck on the track. I don't know why he wanted to get off the track. Obviously, that's not a good way to win the race. Going into turn 1, he just decided, yeah, I want to try and jump over some trucks. This isn't Monster Jam, y'all, so we have to just keep that truck on the track. As an NR 2003 ambassador, we normally keep our cars on the track. So these iRacing folks, they don't think they know what they're quite doing.
Well, it's kind of easy to keep your car on the track, Kevin, because there's nobody on NR anymore. But anyways, coming onto pit road here, Casey, what do you got for us? Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, this fuck! He's not even. He's getting a hot dog.
That is incredible. Casey is fired currently. We're going to have to sub here. John, do you have any stories from pit road down there? What do you got for us? Have you heard anything on your scanner?
Well, I've heard that Garrett Mayonnaise has been transported to the Halifax Medical Center. And
Unfortunate for the driver of, yeah.
but I'm getting word that
Was his
he
name
is
Mayonnaise?
What?
His name was Mayonnaise?
Patty Mayonnaise being
Yes.
His
transported
brain is
to
now
the
mayonnaise.
Halifax Medical Center.
Yes, we would. Fans inside have responded to this incident on Twitter by saying, "quote, oh my God," and LMFAOOO. A couple other things saying, "WTF happened? LOL dead."
And if
Man,
you guys,
So that's sending many thoughts and prayers to him and his family and his team.
Thoughts and pairs indeed. Casey Kerwin joining us now live from pit road. Casey, what do you got for us here?
Absolutely
How was the hot
nothing.
dog?
We got absolutely nothing. We just
That's
we
my
wad up
question.
cars every single restart, and there's just a lot of wrecked race cars right now in the pits.
Yeah.
A lot of people closing in on the incident limit already.
How's the line at the hot dog stand since you weren't here for your
It's
job?
very long, very long.
Oh, yeah, by the way, you're
much
fired.
pace.
Well, thank you very much for that exciting insight, Casey, or lack thereof, I might say. On the one to go here, Jeremy R. Allen here, starting on the outside of the front row behind Jake Nichols, set the dominant pickup truck here during this race. Has led every single lap. Surprisingly, only 10 of them have been under caution. So pace car is now off here. We're getting the green flag this time by. If there's more calamity, you'll see it here on RAR Chevette Television. We are
Green
under
flag,
green
green
here
flag.
once again. Jake Nichols is on it.
A little calmer to this restart I'm seeing in the turn 1.
they actually
Bump
make
into
it.
that.
They actually
Yeah.
make it through turn 1. Looks like we're side by side for, is that the 3rd place position?
That's Josh Filiak over on the outside of Ryan Kuhn.
Josh
Ooh,
Philly,
going
give
over
a
it.
call to that. Give a call to that machine there. Started kind of towards the middle of the pack. He's going to work his way up. Looking for the 3rd spot here.
See,
Another
behind them
battle.
is actually getting really intense. About 3 rows side by side action.
going to be interesting to see the Highline gets going, especially with this new surface model.
Just watching some C-Fix earlier today, and the high side was actually usable in some conditions of the race, and it should be able to come in here. Probably not for the entire race, but just for a bit.
Right, and this newly repaved Martinsville Speedway now allowing for that to happen. So big thanks to all the fine folks at Martinsville Speedway for finally getting this place repaved. It's been, what, 155 years since they've had this place repaved?
Mm-hmm. Actually,
Pretty
I heard
much.
it's been
Close.
since the 1717 was the last time we repaved this racetrack.
Absolutely incredible. Martinsville, a very historic racetrack here on the NASCAR Canton World Truck Series circuit. It's just good to see it's been revived, so to speak. Now if they'd only put lights here at the racetrack, I think night racing would be great.
Fifth. I see Josh Bouillon got fucking getting passed by Nathan Lyon.
He's falling back.
Oh, he's
Billy
going
with the
back.
crossover here, looking into turn number 3. He's not going to quite get there, and he might give up the spot to who's that? That's Kane Cook. Here
My
in
God,
the
it's
number 10
Kane.
machine.
Yeah, it is, but he's right on his tail is Colin
Holy shit!
Butt.
What I said.
Colin Butt, rear end.
Colin
Feaster,
Putster?
15 with the 15 truck. Sorry.
Is that Isaac Gann or is it Colin Feaster?
It's the
Ballin' Beaster. My
It's
goodness.
the 15 of Colin rear end here, having a great run here, looking like he's about to rear end somebody if he drives in the corner a little deeper there.
Well, if he makes one mistake, the Land C. Jones is going to be right on him to capitalize.
Excellent run by Dylan Seahorse.
Single file until about the 19th or 20th position here on the field here. Very organized so far.
Ian, we don't care they're battling for six. It's Josh Bouillon gay. He's gay.
The yellow flag is
Oh,
out.
And we have another caution on the speedway. Let's see, it's on the front stretch.
Oh, Robbie.
It's the 16 of Robbie Vrabel Jr. is around in the front stretch.
You're going,
Caution
Robbie.
is out for the 15th time here at Martinsville this evening here.
That was our longest run of about 4/10 of a second, I'd say, the length of the race so far.
Yeah,
Very long run.
very long and grueling run there. That run was about maybe seven laps. So we should be seeing people come in for a fresh set of Hoosier tires here as the pace cars picked up the field in turn number 3. Pits are not open
Oh,
yet.
Josh Bouillon slammed the cone.
The orange cone will
might
not
be a
like
pit
that. That was his
penalty.
cousin, the yellow cone. The yellow cone has been in action since 2012. Did retire the orange cone in 2011, taking over for his cousin. So tragic to see the yellow cone taken out there.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate here.
First car
We
in
have
is Dylan C. Jones.
a couple cars here on pit road. We don't know where a pit reporter is. Does anyone know where? Does anyone know what?
He's got another fucking hot dog. You fucking
Well-
Casey, you fat ass.
All right,
Hey, man,
well,
listen.
the field.
I'm a stick. Okay, I got to fatten up a little bit.
All right, no takers on pit road here, Casey. You lucked out here with that one. Go back and get your hot dog or whatever the heck you're getting. But while we have you up here, I know you have a scanner here that you had to rent at the Speedway because you can't purchase one yet, because I don't know why you don't have one because you're a pit reporter. That's not very smart. But anyways, what are you hearing on your borrowed Martinsville Raceway scanner here? What are some of the race chatter?
You know, honestly, one of the most exciting things I've heard so far is Pat Mal. He's actually being aggressive. He actually got in the back of somebody, which is absolutely unheard of from this man. And he's got a little bit of front end damage, but he's going to keep on digging. And I'll keep listening on that scanner to try and get some more race chatter.
Excellent work. You're doing a horrible job, Casey. Keep it
I
up.
know. Thanks, man.
But yeah, we're getting really close to halfway. We're about 2 hours away from reaching halfway in this race. So, John, I'll toss it over to you here because Kevin doesn't know what he's talking about. What are some of the keys here to make it to halfway here in Martinsville? We've had a lot of wrecks here.
Yeah, which is really uncommon. Normally, like I said, strategy is anywhere between 1 and about 50 pit stops. It kind of depends on how good your truck's handling. It's really hard to tell. Depends on what the crew and the drivers agree upon. I don't know. It's kind of all up to them. It's hard to really tell, I guess, from up here in the booth. It really depends too on race damage. We see that fuck Patrick Mallet in the 5 and 14th, like AC said before. Really bad front end damage. Don't know how it's going to affect handling on the car, but it's all up how the crew deems that as far as performance goes.
Exactly. We're just now getting word here. We have some word from Patrick Malay's radio. From the crew chief, he has said, let's just put it this way, the car is tight here. for Patrick Mallet. So we are currently on 1 to green on the back straightaway here. Pace car getting ready to duck off here. Let's see if we can get another big long run here at Martinsville. The pace car is off. The leader is not going. Jake Nichols holding them down, and he is going late. Oh, the outside!
Oh, we got a big checkup.
That's one of the big things here at Martinsville. You cannot anticipate. If you are wrong, you will check the field up big time, and it showed right there.
Massive rear end damage from Beckett. The 18 and Nathan Lyon. Oh, what a pass!
A lot of cars, or sorry, trucks got some rear end damage after that restart. We do have the first 5 or 6 single file. First battle looks like it's going to be between the 14 of Ryan Kuhn and is that Colin Keister on the outside carrying the Mountain Dew colors. That's going to be our first battle. Still going on into turn 3, Sean.
Oh, sorry, I had a bit of mic difficulties there, but yes, that is the number 15 of Colin rear end fighting really hard against the 14 machine there. That is our first battle on the racetrack. And Ryan Kuhn not giving the spot up as he's digging hard on the bottom here, but it looks like...
Contact!
They save it. Incredible driving. They're going to be 3 wide going to turn 1. That's a 23 of Jacob Harbert.
You can't do this here at Martinsville. Well, this is only going to be temporary.
There's Josh Wavegate right behind him.
Absolutely. Now here's the guy.
Screaming, probably singing at the top of his lungs. He's so mad.
Absolutely incredible. These guys are the best of the best here. For them to pull that off here at Martinsville Speedway, that is just a joy to see with that. Absolutely fantastic. There's a big gaggle back here as well. Fighting all over the place here, John.
Yeah, well, it's about midway through the pack, anywhere between 17th and it looks to be right now around 24th, 25th. A lot of slicing and dicing, a lot of hard bump drafting going into the corners here.
Let's go back to 15th. Our hard charger of the race right now. I have no fucking clue about this, but he's making up spots. The 5 of Patrick Mallet. What a guy. Made up 9 spots from the 24th starting position.
Absolutely incredible here. Patrick Mallet all the way from Jamaica running this race here. Flew up from Kingston to come here to the Martinsville Speedway with his truck. I don't know how the truck got here, but he is making up spots here in that number 5 machine. So big call to the 5 of Pat Mallet here.
I think we need to go take a look back at the lead. Jeremy R. Allen definitely going to give Jake Nichols a run for his money here. Going into turn 3, he seems to take a little bit lower entry into turn 3 and 4, maybe to get a little bit of clean air. Clean air means a whole hell of a lot here at Martinsville Speedway. They're going about 150 miles an hour through the corners, so is looking to take a little bit of an unorthodox line to maybe get some clean air on that front bumper there, John.
Yeah, you know, we've said before numerous times throughout the years, these trucks are very aerosensitive. Any little bit of air disturbance coming off the truck in front is really going to upset the handle on that truck.
Now, Blake, you run these trucks very often. Just give us fans, us that don't get the opportunity to run these fine trucks on a weekly basis. How do they drive in dirty air? How do they run?
Well, having never driven this truck before, I do know that they are very, very tight, and I do know that we are in fact running airplanes in these trucks. Very, very fast, and very airplane-ish. Oh, some bumper for the lead. Is that Jeremy R. Allen? Jake Nichols?
Jeremy R. Allen in that Bounty, what are those, paper towels? He's about to get a little dirty here in turn 2. Give him the chrome horn to the rear end of Jake Nichols. We'll see if they stay clean here.
Jake.
Whoa. There we go. 4th place, changing hand. Colin Keister making a move on Kane Cook.
Colin rear end is moving through the field here, looking underneath of Kane Cook in the 10 machine here. This is the closest battle to the front here. It seems that the middle groove is kind of warming up here a little bit, so to speak, as this long, excruciating run goes on here. And as we can see, we might see a few drivers start to trend up the racetrack a little bit as the tires get colder here.
Yeah, looks like Jacob Harberts and Colin and the number 10 all going to the top. Maybe they're starting to find a little bit of grip. We'll see if maybe eventually they'll go all the way up to the asphalt. It's an unorthodox line, but you never know with the way these runs are going to go.
Just absolute white-knuckle racing here at Martinsville. Still no change for the lead. Jake Nichols has been dominant.
Oh, some contact.
some contact.
Oh, Keister.
And Colin Keister is around up a turn 2. Caution is out, and the 14 of Ryan Kuhn also involved.
Riggs.
Colin Keister just... Oh no, Kuhn is going backwards on the racetrack. He is Schoenberging on the back straightaway here. That is not something iRacing likes to see. And we see the 6th of James Milbacher keeping his distance, a very wise decision there as he backs his way onto pit road here. You gotta imagine that's gonna be a black flag, not the outing Ryan Kuhn would hope to have had here.
We'll say that's some incredible driving from Ryan Kuhn to be able to drive that fast from reverse. He's going 300 miles an hour, faster than he is for... Oh, at pit road? I'm hearing something about
Looks
pit
like
road.
pit road
Oh,
is
the
gonna be
leaders are coming
open.
in. Holy shit, we got a swarm.
On lap 48, we have our first set of pit stops here. Where is Casey Kerwin at? He's still nowhere to be found here. We need to get us a new pit.
We need to fire that man.
We need to
He is
fire him.
terrible.
But anyways, going down the pit road, we have some race chatter going. John, what do you got for us?
Right now, I got a lot of people coming off pit lane. Their stops just finishing. It's going to be a close battle to see who can get out and what changes they make to their trucks.
I think that's Jacob Harbert.
Jacob Harbert's. Looks like he took 2.
That's it, go. That's it, go. That's it, go.
And you can hear
A little bit of radio transmission here. As though, sorry about that, one of the drivers toward the back making a big priority to get out of their pit box
Casey
cleanly.
Kerwin has ran. I saw him sprinting in the infield. Is he back now?
Casey, now that you're here, now it's too late. Now that every truck is off of pit road, what do you got for us?
Well, mostly everyone has taken 4 tires.
That is fantastic, Casey.
But there
Now,
was Michael
going-
Gorilla who
we're
took
going
2
back-
tires to get track position, get in the top 10, see what he
cut
can
his
do.
mic. I'm sorry, that was on air. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I did not mean
I'm sorry
for that.
for
This isn't going to work
Casey
for Casey.
Kerwin.
We got to get him out of here.
This is a Christian stream. Like, come on, we can't have that kind of curse in here, Casey.
If anybody would like to be our in-race pit reporter full-time for the remainder of the season, because we are going to be doing every single... I'm sorry, I can't put that type of pressure on everyone. But if anyone wants to join us, please DM Ian on Twitter. Twitch.tv.
Actually, he doesn't have a
That
Twitter.
is the
Please
location.
message his Tinder.
Oh, that is right. Please message his Tinder at tinder.com/RARchevette here.
Dylan Seahorse has stayed out.
That is just getting word from pit road here. Dylan C. Jones, no thanks to Casey Kerwin, by the way. We've been informed that he has stayed out on 51 lap old tires. We're not sure exactly. If we had a competent pit reporter, we would know if he pit before this or not. But since we don't, we do not know the knowledge or extent of the wear on Dylan C. Jones tires. So we're going to keep our focus up front here, as it's going to be Dylan C. Jones is on no tires, and Jacob Harberts, who took 2 tires on pit road. So it's going to be very interesting. We might see some tire wear, tire spin rather, on this restart here. Pace car's off, as we're going to see what unfolds here on this restart here on lap 52 of 500 here at Martinsville. And he is down and away,
We're not going
and it looks like they got away clean.
green.
Oh, we have a little bit of a delayed.
And we have
restart.
a delayed green here, as we pointed out. I can't really seem to locate it on the racetrack here.
Looks like Kane Cook didn't finish going to the back. They were trying to get him back in line. I think he had a speeding penalty with the 20 of Brandon Wilkinson. They were trying to head to the back, and they did not get lined up in time before the pace car got into turn 17.
As you see with our telemetry here, sponsored by Walmart, the pace car comes back on the track and then ducks immediately off. Now the field has to get side by side here. This is going to be crazy getting in order here. They're green.
Green flag, green flag.
Calamity here at Martinsville.
Looks like Dylan C. Jones, he just has enough tires to get and stay in the front. It's going to be a battle for second between Jake Nichols and Jacob Harberts. We'll see if those 2 tires can hang up on the outside there, John.
Oh, Nathan Lyon with a hard send in turn 3 on the outside.
We got a side-by-side battle for the lead here. Those 4 tires, 4 fresh tires for the number 11. Goes underneath the number 21 of Dylan Seahorse. We're going to see if this pays off.
Seabiscuit holding his own on the top here. We're going to see if Jake Nichols, it appears he's holding his own here with those no tires here. We have to find out from a competent pit reporter when the last time Dylan C. Jones pit.
Jacob Pearl Harbor on the top line there, going from second on the restart all the way back to 4th. Those 2 tires not paying off for the number 23 violet purple Toyota tonight.
No, but at this point in the race, with the amount of cautions we've been seeing, it's all about track position. You got to do what you got to do at this
Battle
point.
for second.
Oh, we have a squirrely car here. That's Brywin Knightley going out of turn number 2 in the 12 car. Got a little slideways there, but he stayed in it. He saves it. He continues on. Meanwhile, as Blake mentioned, we have a battle for second here. Jonathan Harbert's looking on the inside of Dylan C. Jones here.
Oh, Patrick Malay getting sent in the back.
Oh, we're 3
They
wide in the back
recover
of
it,
the
though.
backstretch.
Justin
Good
Boston
save.
sent Patrick Malay. What a guy. Unfortunate.
He was
Pat's
in the
gotta be
16th
so
position.
mad he's going to punch a brick.
Justin Boston looking to... Oh, and look at Patrick try to send it into turn 1 there. Doesn't quite get to his bumper. I tell you, Patrick, very upset here. I can't remember the last time he was this upset. The last time I remember him this being upset was when his buddy burned a hole in his coat as he gets to the back of Boston, and he's trying to move him.
This is
If
not.
I were Liam, I would back out of this. You do not want to be around an angry Patrick Malay.
This is not the Patrick Malay we all know, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very aggressive. This is a new Patrick Malay, the
He's
Jamaican,
definitely feeling it.
making his move.
Unbelievable racing here at the Martinsville Super Speedway. As Malay gets a little tight there going into turn 3, that's going to allow the number 37 of Liam Brotherton to get around him. And how about give a call to Liam Brotherton here, involved in an early caution, has fought his way back up into the top 20, now all over the rear end of Justin Boston here down the backstretch. Great run so far by Brotherton and great recovery. Shifting our attention back towards the front here. Still, the top 2 cars are still Jake Nichols and Jeremy R. Allen still up there, the 2 dominant machines with this race. As looking back into third, we have Dylan C. Jones still working those no tires, we assume, because we still don't have a competent pit reporter to get us this information. So we apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We'll make sure to have a good report here as we have a battle ensuing. It appears to be the battle for the 6th position as Nathan Lyon, and it appears that is Joshua Feng Shui in the 32 car here. As it appears that Feng Shui will get the spot, and he gets hit in the back by Nathan Lyon. That's going to check up Tyler Laughlin here. I tell you, Tyler Laughlin has a very loud truck, that paint scheme, doesn't he? There's a lot going on there.
It's a screaming, give me attention, and we're finally going to give him attention. He is currently in the 8th spot with the Monster Energy Chevy Silverado. Silverado is going to be the official truck of NASCAR all the way through 2018. For more information, go to chevy.com/road to pro for more information on the Chevy Silverado. But he does have a battle coming from behind. The number
a 32 coming on the pit road here. Sorry to cut you off, Kevin, but Joshua Feng Shui is on pit lane. Casey, what do you got for us?
There's an overheating issue on the 32 machine. Joshua Flyaway overheating. Got to come in and pull tape off, try and cool the thing down. Got damaged from an earlier restart when they all stacked up.
Thank you very much, Casey. Finally doing your job for the first time tonight.
I know. I actually got in here this time. It's great.
You might earn your paycheck this race. Thank you very much, Casey.
Oh, he missed his stall.
Having trouble getting in the box.
What a tragic, just keeps getting worse for the number 32.
It appears the white paint that is now coated on these tires here is causing a little bit of slippage going into pit lane. So not sure what's up there, but that is something that they will have to address later on as the 32 will go a lap down, guys.
Unfortunately, the paint they base for the Hoosier tires tonight is based off the semen of Brandon Cattell.
Shout out to Brandon Cattell. If you do not want to have kids, do not listen to Brandon Cattell. He loves making them babies.
Meanwhile, guys, as we were covering Joshua Flyaway on pit road, we had a lead change here at the front. Jeremy A. Allen has taken the lead over Jeremy Nichols here, and he's coming up on some lap traffic here. That's the 13 of Trey Eidson going a lap down here. Now they're starting to catch the tail end of the field here, John.
Yeah, passing Ricky Stenhouse Jr. quite easily. Next truck in front of him is the number 26 of Andrew, whatever his name is.
Looks like we have actually like a battle fourth. Garrett Lowe and Jonathan Harvard.
Garrett High taking the spot on the high side here.
Goes.
Oh, and now
what a great
Dylan
move.
Seabiscuit's coming back.
Dylan Seabiscuit galloping his way out of turn 4 to keep that 3rd place position over Garnett Lauer. Now he's going to be going into turn 1 here.
Keep in mind, Seabiscuit is still on his original hooves from when he started the race. So that is amazing stuff here to be able to stay up by the leaders that long. God, lots of bright things in store for Seabiscuit there, as he is maintaining the third position here under serious fire from Garrett High here.
This tells you how much tire conservation really helps at the super speedways.
I see one orange and yellow truck closing in on this battle. It's the Nissan Titan of Nathan Lyon.
And here we go, Garrett High to the inside of Seabiscuit here, going into turn one. He's got some lap traffic here, though.
The ex-boyfriend of Ricky Stenhouse. What a lovely truck that is tonight. Hopefully he doesn't get in the way. Hopefully he stays out of Aaron Rodgers' way. I mean, Jacob C. Jones's way.
They're going to be three wide
wide.
here with the lap truck here.
Jacob
Ricky Stenhouse staying far away from this battle as he's watching this here, as we have Garrett High still on the low side of Jacob Harberts here.
Dana Starburst doing a really good job there, not getting any contact or getting collected an incident between that lap truck for Stenhouse Jr. and Garrett High there.
I tell you, great racing here all around this 3.66 mile super speedway here in Martinsville, Virginia. As now we're looking around the leaders getting into lap traffic here. Jeremy A. Allen coming up to the lap machine. I think that's number 16 of Robbie Vrabel as they head into turn number one here. Looking to make quick work of him.
Mike Vrabel not having a good race. A little bit of damage from an earlier incident off a restart. He gets easily put a lap down just right there.
Mike Vrabel coming over from the National Football League here to start his racing career. And it's good to see he's off to a good start here. Starting out with a little bit of a slow start here, but he's looking to bounce back here.
He's running the optimal line, that high side. I've noticed a lot of trucks using it throughout the field now.
And again, more action going on for third here, as here we go. Seabiscuit again on the high side here, looking at Jacob Harberts trying to go by him, and it looks like he will complete the pass here. So the Nissan Titans, the newly found Nissan Titans, looking a little more aerodynamically sound than these Silverados and Ford Rangers here, Blake.
And you can see that Nissan Titan behind all this, the newest competitor to the battle, Nathan Lyon, forcing his way to the inside of Garrett. I'm sorry, Kevin, what was that name again? I can't pronounce it.
It's Garlet Romes. It's Garment Romes.
Garment Romes. Sounds like some fucking weeb shit from Steven Universe. Anyway, continuing the battle. We got some lap traffic in the form of Andre Fiorini.
Andre Fiorini, he did have an issue with his right front shock. He's obviously terrible. He did get caught cheating in the infamous NASCAR Racing 2003 season Racing League FTF Racing. He was caught cheating, so it is a surprise that he's even holding his own here in iRacing.
Yeah, banished to iRacing here after being punished by the most prestigious form of sim racing in the world today. We're talking about GTR3 here. Just brilliant stuff here out of this iRacing race here, trying to make both lanes work here in Martinsville. And we have a gaggle back here. Still a fight here for the third position. Seabiscuit is holding his own here. He throws it on into turn number 3 here, trying to get to the bumper of Jacob Harberts, but that is not working. We have a caution on the
Caution
speedway.
is out.
Fittingly putting it out here in the Put It Out 200. We have a car in the pit lane.
Justin Boston.
Justin Boston in trouble here, as we have
The
Trey
yellow
Eidson
helmet.
on pit road. I'm not sure.
The ex-boyfriend of Ricky Stenhouse got in the way there.
Right, he is on pit road currently. I'm not sure if that's going to be a penalty for entering a closed pit, because we all know iRacing doesn't have a flawed pit entrance system at all. So we'll see what goes on there. We'll see what the officials say. But caution is on the speedway here at lap 83, and still at the front. Dominant this race so far have been the number 8 of Jeremy A. Allen and Jake Nichols. Here we go. Pits are open here. Where is Casey Kerwin? This has been all race. I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Casey, do you have anything?
No.
All right. So coming on the pit road here. Oh my goodness. Please DM Ian in any way, shape, or form. Tinder.com/RARChevette. Please just send him something. We need competent pit reporters here. As looking like Justin Boston staying out here for this one. I'm not sure if he's a lap down or not. I don't have.
He was just involved in that caution.
He was.
Actually, I think he's trapped a lap down. He got trapped by the pace car. That's the reason he's up there.
Very unfortunate here with this one. We're hearing that
Actually, lead lap cars coming in. They guess they missed the pin entry last time. I see Logan Kress and it looks like Brandon Wilkinson.
Kane Stirfry is on pit road here as well in the 10 car, so he's coming on down. I wonder if he had a problem here, if he just missed. I wonder if he just missed his pit entry there.
It's possible. Looking after that exchange of pit stops, looks like Jeremy Allen will be the race leader of this upcoming restart.
I'd like to thank all of you guys for tuning in here on twitch.tv/RARChevette and on YouTube here as well. Thank you all for joining in. Please send us your comments here in the chat. We are reading these. We're liking how you guys are supporting Seabiscuit here. Lots of Seabiscuit supporters here at the racetrack as well as watching currently. So thank you all. Please keep sending in your support. And but yeah, still under caution here at the Martinsville Super Speedway. Let's go through the field here while we have a little bit of time. At the line most recently, we have Jeremy A. Allen with the lead here. And he and Jake Nichols have been the two strongest cars here. I'm sorry, hatchbacks in the field here. And going on down in the third spot, we have Seabiscuit running very well in the third spot there on those 4 old hooves. I think he did come down and get a new set of hooves. I don't know how they cut the shoes off that quickly and got him back out there, but he's still trotting around there in third. Garrett Lowe running in the 4th position. Nathan Tiger currently running in the 5th spot. Tyler Laughlin running in 6th here. Brywin Knightley is in the 7th spot still. Jacob Harberts running strong in 8th. Braden Bulos surprisingly in the top 10 here. Haven't seen him all race. And Michael Gorilla in the 10th position rounding out the top 10. Pace car is in, and here we go here. Dylan C. Seabiscuit leading them down with Jeremy Allen. Here we go. We're racing again here at Martinsville. And looking like a smooth getaway here.
A little bit of
a little bit of contact
there. Low start for Nichols. See what he can do coming into this next set of corners.
Got Garrett High running high right above Nathan Tiger on the bottom. This is going to be a battle for, it looks like 5th. We have the loudest fuck monster Chevrolet Silverado of Tyler Laughlin right behind. So see how this develops here, Blake.
Yeah, and there's a battle for 4th. Nathan Tiger and his Nissan Titan going under Garnet Rome. Big battle there.
I'll tell you what, we haven't. I'm sorry to cut you off here, Blake. Didn't get a chance.
Sorry, Sean. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Blake. I apologize.
I'm so sorry, Sean.
Let's give a call here to the number 5 of Patrick Hammer Mallet here on the back straightaway going.
That's
into
actually
turn 3.
Magnum Mallet.
Magnum Mallet here. Oh, he gets tagged here a little bit. Good thing saves it though.
What a save! What a guy!
Sven Wilson on the back.
Sven Wilson, no surprise there.
Of Patrick Mallet.
Goodness gracious, we were just talking about him, and he was almost fireball deep into the wall there. He saved it. Great job of driving here by Patrick Armor Swinging Mallet there. As we have a battle.
We have contact.
We have contact. The number 9 sideways.
Number 9 is sideways.
We do have a caution.
That'll bring out our 45th caution here. We have an engine that is down on the front straightaway. It's number 27 of Michael J. Johnson. Here going into turn 1, it appears that his engine has expired. I think he might be
Was
clutching.
Caleb Eisenhower getting into the 9 of Stefan Wilson?
Yeah, like I said before, just pushing on the wrong side of the car. Just tandem drafting gone wrong.
Fortunate the speeds they're carrying here, up to 370 miles per hour here at Special Stage Route X.
See if we can get a replay here. It looks like the 34 does get into the back of the number 9 of Sven Walker there.
Oh, our pit reporter's here. He's actually punctual. Got anything for us, Casey?
Yeah, with this recent caution, you're probably going to see most of the people up front stay out, keep the track position, since there was only a few laps run there. But the people in the back, especially the people that took the waiver on the last caution, are going to come in, get 4 fresh feel-goods, and try and move forward from there.
Absolutely riveting insight here by Casey Kerwin. Nobody had any idea that the reason everyone's staying out is because they only went a couple of laps. So thank you very much, Peak Antifreeze Series driver Casey Kerwin, for that great insight. Fabulous work as always, as you've done all race.
Any update on the 5 of Patrick Magnum Mallet?
He's very angry.
At what truck is that? Is it the 3 of Justin Boston?
The 3 truck. He's been angry at the 3 truck. Angry at a lot of people. Just being a guy, the normal.
Man, that rage meter
he's
must be
boiling
going
over.
off. Good
Rage
thing we
meter's
have the
very high.
ESPN Sports Science team with us here.
Has he mentioned about throwing anyone's head in a snowbank?
No, not throwing people in a snowbank. He hasn't said he's going to punch a brick yet. We're working on it, though. I think that might be coming soon. I'll stay tuned in.
Thank you, Casey. Appreciate that. So, let's go ahead and go on through the field here. Once again, nobody pitted here for that sequence that we've seen, at least since we have an incompetent pit reporter. We are very out of the loop. Here's what's happening on pit road.
I'm actually hearing we've got a new intern for the.
And here he comes,
dumbass.
Jordan Worth. Jordan joining us from Second Split live here on iRacing.
What
Jordan,
the
how is Second Split going, Jordan? What do you
Well,
got for us for the race?
Let me tell you, man. All right, listen. Here's what happened. There's a bunch of wrecking. Actually, we're green right now. It's hard to believe, but we're going green right now. We're running in P27. We've had some big old wrecks. Blake Bryant wrecking people like he usually does. And other than that, it's been a pretty good race, man.
Absolutely.
Why running P27?
I'm lagging in the back, man. You got a low incident limit. You got, what was that, 15 incidents? I got 0 so far, halfway through. That's what I want.
Hell yeah, man. Keep
Understandable. Have a nice
Lance
day.
Desir has no hood.
Oh, well, that's normal.
Yes, he's been wrecked.
Absolutely incredible. Jordan Worth, thank you very much for your insight. We'll be checking back with you
no
later
problem.
on here. So,
looks like we're 1 to green.
Jordan Worth, thank you very much here. Unbelievable. What a guy that Jordan Worth is.
And here's our new
Fantastic
intern.
character.
It's actually, it's Sam Dumbass Watson.
Hey, dumbass, how are you?
The plane just landed. It's fucking foggy as shit.
All
right.
here for the pit
All right,
report.
sorry
we're
to
going
cut you off
green.
here, Blake. We're going back green. Pace car is in.
How about you hush your mouth, Sean?
I'm sorry. Here we go. The pace car is in, and we are green here. Nope, not now. We're green.
Oh,
Wow, it's like the two cars at the front are teammates. They're perfectly in sync, getting away from the field there. And we are 3 wide, a little bit later back in the field. That's Magna Malay on the top side of that. But they appear to get all clean through there.
Side by side from about 3rd on through about 20th or so. We're 2 by 2. 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2 by 2.
There you see Tyler Laughlin in the 4 machine falling in line there, looking to keep the tires on it here in this race, as falling into the 6th position. Now, our first side-by-side battle here is going to be between the number 12 of Brian Knightley and the number 7 of Brandon Ballas here, and that is the battle for, I believe, the 8th position.
actually, guys, I got a quick update. A 32 of Joshua Filjuevge has gotten his lap back. He's back in the lead lap, and he's in the 27th position.
That is great to hear.
There's a guy who really makes moves and he can get right back up there. That's really
He can make any move on me any day. Anyway, back to the front. Jeremy R. Allen.
Now let's discuss what you just said.
Discuss what I said?
Let's go a little bit more in detail.
I am not a
here.
homosexual. That's what
Blake
I said.
Cuckold's over here.
I hate to
How's it
interrupt here, but
going
we
on
have
around
the legendary Houston Hamer joining us in the booth here for some guest commentary. Houston, thank you for joining us. How are you doing on this race? How are your drivers doing?
Got a fifth.
Excellent. All right. So, back
Oh,
to
he's
the action
kissing in
here.
the boot. Get the...
Unzip your pants up, Houston. What are you doing? This is a kid-friendly broadcast.
Want it in
damn
your
it.
ear?
Yes. Get it away from. What are you doing?
Wow.
Oh, that's
pretty,
on my shoes. Can we get
God,
some
it's
bounty?
everywhere.
It's pretty big.
Hey, where's the intern? Sam Watts, get us
Someone
some
go down to
goddamn
Jeremy
paper
Allen.
towels.
Take a speedy
Get some
dry.
bounty.
We've got some speedy dry coming in the booth here.
Oh, my
God, it's
goodness.
everywhere.
We could really use some bounty paper
Who let him in
towels.
here? Is that Casey Kerwin?
What about that? I'll be back. I'll be back with the.
No,
later.
you're
Damn it!
Hey, you
We
get
need
your ladder.
someone get some towels.
All right, I'll
Get
get the
that
speedy
dry.
dry. I'll get tied out. I'll get speedy dry.
All right,
Nice
Houston Hamer
little
out of the
fort.
booth. That's,
I'm
I am
sorry,
so
ladies.
sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are so sorry. Back to the action here. We have a riveting battle here for the 18th position here, as there is quite a gaggle back here of cars. Looks like Sven Wilson, my apologies,
Sven.
and Justin Boston is right there with them.
Very surprising to see him in this race. His father did commit tax fraud, is in jail for 25 plus years. So it's amazing that he did get a real sponsor, Smart Water. Very delicious, very tasty, very refreshing beverage. I want to make sure everyone knows that you can get a Smart Water at any Sunoco station at your local gas pump.
Excellent advertisement. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a quick race break here. Not a lot of side-by-side battles going on here. So we're going to go and take our little Visa race break here. We're being told from the booth that we've had 18 cautions for 157 laps here. Unbelievable stuff. Fairly clean here in Martinsville, if I do say so myself. Kevin, what do you attest to this clean racing here?
Well, they're finally actually doing the right thing, doing tandem drafting being the right way to get around this Martinsville Speedway. As you've mentioned earlier, it is a 2.66, 33-degree banked tri-oval. So when you get around here, you want to make sure you're not in a giant pack. You want to make sure you're in 2x2 tandems. Otherwise, you're just going to have a big mess. That's why we see these cautions happening. And we have a little bit of
a brouhaha going on the front stretch here. Justin Boston not making any friends during this race here. He and Sven Wilson have been going at it all race here. That is fantastic.
If you keep on.
Looks, the 17 of Logan Crest just got a little loose in front of him. Looked like, he just turned 7 years old yesterday, making his Winston Cup start today here in the Road to Pro Series.
Oh, Kevin, we have a correction here. Our colleague Chad Peterson from twitch.tv/potatoes telling us Martinsville is in fact 33 degrees of banking.
That's what I said.
So just want to make sure we're getting our facts straight here.
I thought that's what I said. I apologize to the stat gods. I want to make sure I say the correct information. If you guys need to correct me, make sure to visit my Twitter at Kevin.
Anyways, we have our leader Jeremy A. Allen just checking out from the field here, going into turn 1. And it's
speaking
unbelievable
of something,
here.
Sean, I hate to interrupt you, but off of turn number 4, speaking of Logan Crest and his first ever Winston Truck Series debut, he is having a career day. He is having a career day.
Kitty litter out of here.
Where did Houston
Get
go?
my coffee. What are you doing?
Look, I just
Sam,
wanted
you're
to say
an
something.
intern. Where did you get the headset?
I took it away from Casey.
Yeah.
I see Casey's head on a post in the 34th pit stall in pit road. Did you slaughter him?
Casey Kerwin is dead. Someone has to fill the number 14 Napa Auto Parts ride for the Pro Series.
It's the Peak Series.
I'm so sorry, DWC.
Panis.
It's
Why
the
are
Panis
you-
series?
It's the Panis series. And after this is the RTP series. Then we got a Nips. Then we got a Penis.
Absolutely incredible insight. Be sure you're ready for that. The 16th position is the hot stove here at this super speedway, as we have Justin Boston just holding everyone up along with Sven Wilson, and we have Caleb Onsenhuer is right there as well. And how about James Milbachler in the 6th there, fighting hard for that position, as it looks like Caleb Onsenhuer is going to be going sideways. Not sideways, reverse, I should say. And let's give a call to Joshua Feng Shui again, running solidly in the 22nd position. Just incredible stuff from that machine.
He's been digging since he got his lap back.
Big turnaround from where he was earlier in the race. Still unfortunate
some
after
contact
he was
right in
running
front of
top
him.
10.
Brandon Wilkinson. Oh, interesting. Just hitting people like he usually does.
Well, it is
Out of the way.
Martinsville.
Yep, and that is the official PR of Dead Zone Racing. Brandon Wilkinson driving, and his teammate Josh Fillion right behind him. Meanwhile, any other exciting bits? Let's go back to Patrick Malay. Oh, the contact? Oh, Justin
Boston.
battling with Sven.
Still got a side-by-side battle here for the 16th position. Still the most exciting battle on the track. Looks like the Highline finally starting to pay off. We are 118 laps into our 500-lap marathon here at the Martinsville Speedway. So it's going to be interesting to see if this Highline can become the new preferred line going into the end of this race.
Well, now that we have a little bit of a break in the action here, let's go to the fan voice here, a new feature here at twitch.tv/RERChabet. Let's go ahead and go. Well, that is a good opinion here. Here in the chat here, as Bobby Z83 says, let's get Keegan Leafy to replace Casey Carwan. I wholeheartedly agree with that statement. So if you guys can hook
Absolutely agree.
If you guys can hook us up here with Casey, get him out of here. Please go ahead and make this happen with this one, as we see who else do we have here. Road and Racing says more bumping and banging in the booth than on the track. That is absolutely correct. Now that Houston is now out, here. And speaking of, here he is, as requested by the fans. We have the most recent winner in the Peak Antifreeze Series here. Let's go ahead and give a call to Coogan Lahui is now in the booth here with us. How you doing here, Coogan?
Yeah, so I'm taking mine high. So I'm not actually I'm not crew chiefing anybody except Liam Brotherton this year. So let me tell you, our crew members, we already fired 3 of them. They've been trying to put just a right front tire on the side of our car here. For some reason, they don't realize that you can only put 2 tires on at a time. So we've lost like 20 spots on pit road already just from this race. I think we have a winning car, but it'll take a while for us to make it up there.
I see you hired a World Endurance Championship pit crew, putting on 1 tire at a time.
Yeah, see, I don't know, man. They're trying to put rear tires on first, and like for some reason our car's really loose, so we're trying to not take the right front tire right now. But I think that's the best way to go about it. So I'm just getting them to weave on the cautions to bring those tires off.
Well, Keegan, now that you've been on the box here a little bit for this here race, who do you guys have your eyes on as competition, and who do you have your eyes to avoid in this race?
Yeah, so we're trying to avoid the fastest cars as much as possible because they can get to your rear bumper quicker. We're not making any friends right now. We're kind of hitting everyone out of our way. So whoever's fast around us is who we're worried about. But we're making it up through here. I think we got winning pace. We're gonna win.
There you go. I like that optimism here, but I'm not sure. We are just past halfway here, and it looks like we're going green. But the whole thing looks like your driver is going to make a move on Magnum Malik.
No,
Magnum!
No, I don't think
what
so.
a fuck!
What a guy here. Patrick Millay in the 5 machine holding strong on the outside here at Martinsville. Absolutely incredible here. As you can see, we're running out of things to talk about. This race is just so exciting.
If you want to give us any topics, go to Twitter, put hashtag Road to Pro, and we will read your questions or comments.
Hashtag Nips and Panis on Twitter if you'd like us to go ahead
Nips
and give
us... also DWC and Panis.
There you go. So hit us up on Twitter. Tell us what you think of our inaugural broadcast here. Big thanks to the fine folks at twitch.tv for putting this on here, allowing us to do this. Also, all of you on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, we couldn't be doing this without you. Wouldn't be doing this without you. As we see, there's our first good hashtag there. Hashtag NipsDWCPenis is in the chat there. So very big thanks to everyone tuning in and getting engaged on social media. That's what we like to see here.
It looks like we've lost Kugalahu.
Kugalahu has left the booth. Thank you very much for stopping by here. Much requested by the fine folks here watching today and at the Speedway. Big thanks here on the radio here.
Got a move by the number 18 Reese's car of Clint Boyer. Tried to dive under Garrett High.
Clint Boyer?
Oh,
that is
Tony
Nathan
Tiger.
That's Nathan Tiger.
Nathan Tiger, sorry. I'm thinking of the 2005 NASCAR Busch Series.
You're thinking of Scott Wimmer?
Oh, guys, trouble on turn 2. Pat Millay gets doored.
That is incorrect information
Get a
here.
headset. Oh, Pat gets doored and DQs the 37 of Liam Brotherton.
Unbelievable. His crew chief must have known that was going to happen. Oh my goodness, the radios are lighting up here.
Frustration coming over the radios.
Emotions boiling over here at Martinsville. Casey, what do you got for us here as we have a battle for 4th?
The 37 machine of Liam Brotherton has reached the incident limit and he's out of the race.
Thank you, Casey. We just said that not 30 seconds ago. Please do your job better.
I'm sorry, I tried.
So, anyways, battle for 4th here, it appears. That we have the number 1 of Garrett High trying to hold off everyone as the 37 has unfortunately packed up the trailer and left the race here. Unfortunate for that.
Absolutely. Mr. Brotherton did come over the radio in frustration, did say it was attributed to netcode.
And now we have a little bit of a gaggle here there of almost 3 wide going into turn 3. Nathan Tiger, Jacob Harberts, I believe.
Oh, the 16 up against
right on.
the wall.
And look at this. Look at this.
Oh, here comes Starbursts under Tiger.
Jacob
Starburst right under those frosted flakes into turn number 1 here, making the pass, proving that chewy candies are a lot better than crunchy cereals here. He is purple for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. As we make our way through turn number 3, still sliding backwards, is the number 18 of Nathan Tiger, but he's looking to bounce back here.
How about Braden Boulos in the 7th position for the number 7?
Absolutely incredible stuff here. Out of that machine, career run for that driver. Very nice to see him finally running up front here in the Craftsman World Truck Series.
It's a beautiful truck too.
Yeah.
It is.
You know, and since we got a break in the action, let's get our intern back in here. Clean up the fucking kitty litter. It's starting to smell in here.
Speaking of interns here, let's go down. Let's go live to our Split 2 race reporter, Jordan Worth. Jordan, how you doing down there, bud? What's happening?
We're up to 19th, driver. We're driving through the damn field. I'm wrecking everybody in front of me.
You're doing just as Justin Boston is doing in this race, but it seems to be a little bit better. What's the conditions in that race like?
Well, let me tell you, man, we got some weather moving in, actually. We off turn 2 right here. I'm feeling some little bit of raindrops, actually. Might be a race to halfway here. We're past halfway, so it is official at any point here. I got some fucking lap cars in front of me. Get the fuck out of the way!
Thank you very much, Jordan here. We'll be checking in with him as his race goes along. Live second split race report here coming from Jordan Worth. Thank you for carrying the visor cam for second split as well. Not that you've seen it because he's only in second split.
Oh, some contact. The 6 of James Milbacher and Michael J. Johnson. He was lapping Michael J. Johnson, and they made contact right behind Joshua Filia coming out of turn 2.
Absolutely incredible here.
That is around the 18th position, the number 6.
Everything's okay, no caution, but that was close for Filia.
It appears our producer Ian Clash has fallen asleep at the buttons here. We haven't heard a word out of Ian, so we're hoping that the truck is okay going through there. All right.
And our producer is stopped producing. He's watching anime. He's actually masturbating.
Is that
to the anime
on the screen? Get that off of there.
Goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the actions of Ian Clash here.
A battle for 4th. Oh,
me.
Bad music. Oh, there's a lockup from Seahorse. Seabiscuit.
Going up to the 4th position here, Seabiscuit a little bit ahead of that, but we have a battle for 4th here. Jacob Harberts. Jacob Starburst diving to the inside of Garrett High, trying to make that groove work.
Garrett High still working high. He has been trying to make that high line work all race, but the Starburst machine of Jake and Starburst not letting it go.
Did you say Bacon Starburst?
Bacon Starburst.
Look, that's Hub on Twitch. Look, that's Hub on Twitch. We are trying to get more of Jordan, but he will not let us. He's too busy being extremely focused in his race. We will bring him to you as soon as we can here. As we are approaching 50 laps to go here at the Martinsville Superspeedway. Now that we have a little bit further break in the action, not that we didn't already, but let's go ahead and go through our top 10 here of the race. Jeremy Allen still with the lead here. It's been he and the second place machine of Jake Nichols just dominating this sporting event here, this motor racing sporting auto event here at Martinsville. Got to go back to Seabiscuit Jones here. Very nice run here. Still only on 4 hooves. He has not taken tires whatsoever during this race. Still galloping along in the 3rd spot. We're going to go back to Jacob Starburst here. Running strong in the 4th position. He has passed Garrett High, who was in 4th, who is now in 5th. And he is under fire from the 6th machine of Nathan Lyon. And we have a little bit of a gaggle back here, actually. They are bumper to bumper here. Behind Nathan Lyon is number 7 of Braden Boulos. Having a good run here. He is under fire from Tyler Monster Energy Laughlin in the 8th spot. And then we have to go back to Adam Benefield, losing the draft here on that little group ahead of him a little bit. But he's clinging on there. He's putting his truck in the right spots, getting a little sniff of slipstream. And then we got to go all the way back to Michael Chimpanzee in the 10th position, coming out of 4th here. But a great run nonetheless for the number 20 machine.
10 for the 20.
Absolutely. So
looks like we have a tweet from a fan from Sam Watson 28 at Sam Watson 28 on Tinder. Hashtag Rotopro, hashtag Nips, hashtag AndPanis. He says, include the intern more. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, well, battle for 5th here. Just white knuckle racing here. We have, it appears to be Garrett High on the outside of Nathan Tiger, trying to hold him off. A little sideways there. I tell you, man, these Bridgestone tires are starting to buckle here as we come down to the halfway point of this race here. Oh, excuse me, on lap
Oh no,
on lap
technical
200.
difficulties coming from the Sean Butler machine.
I'm sorry about that. My indigestion is running rampant on me right now. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, intern, go get some Pepto.
Third quarter of this segment going to be sponsored by Rolaids.
All right, so now that we have a little break in the action, Jordan Worth is back. And Jordan, what is happening in your race right now?
Nothing. We're green. Lap 157. I have no idea.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Jordan, for that insight. Oh, we got a little bit of loose here off of turn 4. That's Garrett High getting really loose here, and that's pretty much the most entertaining thing.
Oh, he's back low
on the racetrack right here.
Garrett low going high. Garrett high going low.
How about Joshua Lott with those holding them up? The lap machine, that's going to open the door here. Oh, we might have a little bit of a bumper being put to Garrett High here as he's sliding off the corner. Fantastic racing here at the Martinsville Super Speedway. Let's see, let's get some little analysis here now that we have a little bit of time to discuss that. Who are your picks for this race here? Let's go on down the list. Blake, who do you see, who do you like in this race so far, and who's your pick to win?
You know, Jeremy R. Allen's been solid, but I don't think I can go with him. You know, I'm going to have to go down all the way to... I'm going to go to the 33rd position. Nicholas Morse, 6 laps down, but he has been charging. That truck has been flying. He's my pick to win today.
John, your thoughts?
Yeah, I was going to say before, Jeremy F. Allen having a really solid race. Same with Jake Nichols and Dylan Seabiscuit, but I'm going to have to stick close to the front and go with 4th position, number 18 of Jacob Starburst. Real sweet, sugary car, really sweet run going. I see him closing it out.
All right, and last but not least, Kevin, what do you got for us here? Who are your picks?
Well, after 155 laps, you know, I think I'm just going to
sorry to interrupt, Kevin, that we have a solid battle coming off of turn number 2. Never mind, it's kind of fizzled out here. That is a lap car of Joshua Lott. My apologies. Kevin, as you were.
Well, I am going to go ahead and pick the number 3 machine of Justin Boston.
And let's go back to our Patrick Millay update here. Off of turn number 4, he is currently side by side with Benjamin Nelson 2, who's a lap car. Patrick doing a great job here in that number 5 machine. Has seen it all in this race so far. Has kept his Ford F-150 fairly clean, I must say.
Yeah, that fuck had a lot of issues early in the race. He's running as well as he is right now, even though getting passed by Benjamin Nelson II. I think he can make some moves and get a little off pit strategy here. Change some of those Kumo tires. Might be good in the closing stages of this race.
Right, and it's going to be a lot of adjustments here on the next set of pit stops if and when they do come. We're hearing from a lot of teams that they might be putting another set of windshield rubbers in there, getting a little tight in the corners there. Here they're going to take some track pressure down in the car as well. We're going to see how that plays out going through the pits now. Blake Reynolds, I'll toss it over to you since you're a humongous time peak antifreeze series driver, multiple time winner in the series. What would you do in this situation in terms of pit stops?
Well, Martinsville don't really give a shit about the fuel, really about the tires. I'm not sure when the last time they actually pit was. Let's take a look here.
It's back on lap 305.
305?
We got about 34 laps to go.
Actually, it was lap
470.
Lap
We do have a battle for the
time.
lead about to heat up. They are catching some lap traffic, so we might have to pay attention to that here between Jeremy Allen and Jake Nichols.
You know, it might be good if we paid attention to the lead of the race. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, for our shoddy coverage here. It's all Jordan Worth's fault.
First race jitters. It is all Jordan's fault.
Oh, a little bit of a sideways break there for Jake Nichols. Excellent job driving. He's got to stay patient and work this lap traffic. John.
Yikes! What a save.
Yeah, what a save indeed. Close one. Ooh,
Man, he was at least 9,000 degrees sideways. How do you say that car? Truck. ATV.
Well, he does have multiple championships in the Monster Energy Supercross series, so he knows how to pitch that truck sideways.
Using all 18 of his wheels in this truck series here as they save that race truck off of turn number 2. Now the leader's starting to catch a little bit of trap lapping here. Oh, and he gets a little sideways going to turn 1.
These leaders got to be careful. The lap traffic's not going to be nice. They're trying to get their lap back using the draft.
Trying to get around that Chad Coleman machine, which is pretty hard because he's pretty massive, so they're just going to have to shove him right out of the way.
Unbelievable stuff here, and that is very accurate. Sorry to cut you off, John, but I'm more important in this situation. But
and the Szechuan sauce guy has joined us in the booth.
No, I'm just screeching in anger.
Let's bring in another guest analyst here. How about Blake Bryant, crew chief for Jordan Worth in the second split? Blake, how you doing tonight? What's going on in your race?
I'm not exactly happy. I'm a lap down.
Excellent. Now, as we go back to the live action here, Jake Nichols still getting a little loose here off of turn number 2. He saved it though. As they're coming up in the lap cars, who is that? Is that Kane Stirfry in the 10 and Caleb Uzenhuer in the 22? I'm sorry, position 22. So, Colin Keister, thank you for joining us up here, Colin. We have a little crossover here, battle for the lead here.
Looks like the 11 going on the outside, trying to make that high line work. We'll see if it works out.
This newly paved progressive banking.
There's that crossover move. Here we go once again, going into turn 1. Doesn't quite make the move.
Giving a lot of room, being very courteous.
We actually have to broadcast the coverage. We finally have some decent action.
Now, I don't know about anyone else, but is Jake Nichols' internet connection secure for you guys? He appears to be kind of Christmas treeing a little bit on my screen, but I'm glancing over to my colleague's screen here, and he looks to be clearly fine, so it must be my potato computer acting up. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, this lack of action.
Annie Hoozle.
Still trying to make that high line.
Oh, you know, just playing Fortnite because I got wrecked by some dumbass.
Excellent. Fortnite.
Yeah, I agree.
Leader, we have a dive here going to turn 1.
Trying to get around the lap traffic here.
The trap lap not being courteous at all here. Eisenhuwer holding them up.
Jeremy Allen about to feel what it's like to chew 5 gum out of turn 4.
Unbelievable.
30 to go. Come into the line.
Nichols is on the outside.
Like I said, see that progressive bank can pay off for him.
Thank you very much, Lugnuts Hub on Twitch. Commentary is just absolutely riveting. Pass for the lead here, going into turn number 3.
Rolling at top.
Pass for the lead.
Looks like the 34 will play a factor. They're side by side coming to the line. That is a lead change, but looks like they're sideways.
Uzenhuer is not getting out of the way.
Uzenhuer and Stirfry are just not moving an inch with these guys fighting for the lead behind them. We're going to see how this plays out.
Looks like the number 11 is going to get free. The number 8 is just all over the place. Jeremy Allen having no rear grip. He's going to fall back. He might check out here. The number 11 pulls away. Going to get around the number 34. Takes his attention to Stirfry, and the number 10 machine goes underneath. He looks like he's going to be running away with this one with 27 laps to go coming to the line.
I tell you what, Jack Nicklaus in the 11 car just having an absolutely fantastic race. Getting the lead here, and now he's going to start to set sail. He's already put 7 seconds on the second place machine. But we got to give a call back here a little bit further. Jacob Harbert's Starburst is starting to close in a little bit here in that 3rd spot. We're going to see how that plays out as the laps start to wind down here at Watkins Glen International.
Look who's moved into the 4th spot. Dylan C. Biscuit.
I was about to say, he's been up in the top 3 all race. Blake, where have you been?
I'm sorry, I was fixing my 3rd eye.
Let's go ahead and get a quick update from Jordan Worth. Jordan,
what?
Is your race over yet?
No, we got 20 to go. I'm running 16th.
Oh, you're going faster than us.
What has ailed you this race? Why are you running so shitty right now?
Well, you see, I'm just trying not to get wrecked.
Have you gotten wrecked?
No.
Well, that's a damn shame here. Anyways, thank you, Jordan, for clearing that up while he's running like such crap in his race. But Jack Nicklaus, excuse me, just running away with it here going into turn 1. Just flawless race he's run so far. John, what do you have to say about this performance here?
It's very solid. Come from... He actually started P1. Never mind. He is having a solid run, stayed up front the entire race. Good pit stops earlier through those first sequences of pit stops and cautions to keep his track position where he is. He's got a very solid long run truck. 300 laps into this final stint.
Will you get out of here? The toilet. Oh my! I'm sorry,
Houston Hammer with his dick hanging out.
His dick is dragging the floor.
I am so sorry. On behalf of the rest of the Chevette team,
hold on.
Let's get back to the action.
Please, let's get back to the action. Jack Nicklaus is in lap traffic here, but let's go ahead and keep an eye on the 23. Jacob Harberts has made up 5/10 on these leaders here, and he is doing a very good job of slicing through some lap traffic. It's going to be a barn burner here. Maybe he might be able to get to the second spot.
Yep, Jacob Starburst going to make it this battle for second. Maybe in the next 10 laps or so, real juicy like Starbursts. We'll see if he can gain.
You know why that truck's that fast?
It's a damn Titan.
That and it's purple, the fastest color in racing. That's all.
The lamest excuse.
I do agree
Fuck
here.
You, Kevin.
Wow.
I hate to interrupt, but I thought purple gets turned down the back straightaway at Indianapolis.
Who gave you the headset? Stop it!
Purple does indeed. Purple and gold and white by the number 2. Anyway, back to the action. Jacob Harberts is really closing in.
Get this. You are an intern. Stop.
Get this man's out of here.
I am so sorry. Sam Watson,
You're ruining
he's new.
the broadcast.
He reads at a 3rd grade level. He's got to be at least 35 years old.
Meanwhile, here back up front here, the second position is now being challenged for Starburst underneath Jeremy A. Allen here. It appears the Snuggies on the Allen machine have just gone away, and the Starburst machine looks like it's got a little bit more of a fresh wrapping, so to speak, underneath that truck.
It's a really good run off the
a little loose.
Almost into the wall, the number 8 machine, the G Fuel lap
they got
traffic
the 7-year-old Logan Crest in front of them.
He slides
and
back
Jacob
in.
will take second.
Oh no! My
get
apologies,
by him,
ladies and gentlemen, I was overreacting.
Gross overreaction by the Sean Butler machine. Jacob Harberts, Starburst, my apologies, into the second position. Next mission, he's going to have to get to that number 11 machine. He's only got 17 laps to go before the end of this event.
His trucks really come to him. Who knows?
18.
Brandon Wilkinson, official PR guy for Dead Zone Racing, about to get lapped by Jake Nicklaus.
7-year-old Logan Crest actually almost got turned off the nose of Jeremy B. Allen. They sliding.
Oh, we have contact.
Oh, Logan Crest.
What a save by Logan Crest. He shouldn't have been there in the first place, racing with the leaders. I'm not sure what he's thinking there.
I don't even know how he's in the top
He must
split.
not be thinking right. I don't even think he had his nap today.
His 7-year-old brain can't comprehend his current track position.
He must have had water in his bottle instead of apple juice, because something just didn't click right there.
He was trying to tell his parents his diaper is full and needs to be changed.
Guys, this was some information to present to you from down here in the garage. 3 laps ago, Jake Nicklaus got loose going into turn 3 and had a big wiggle. And it seems that the report on the track was that Brittany Jett was in turn 3.
Who?
Thanks, intern.
I don't know who that is.
Information from the garage. Should he be on the racetrack?
Wait, hold on.
Looking at the interval, it was 2 seconds about 2 laps ago. It's 1.6 seconds. Let's see what it's at the line.
He is closing the gap here. We may have ourselves a race here. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for putting up with all these shenanigans until an actual race occurred on the racetrack. Monitoring the lap times, Jacob Harberts last lap by ran a 20.825. Our leader, Jack Nicklaus, ran a 20.841. The
margin looks like it's only about an 8,000th of a second difference on that last lap. So Jacob's going to have to step it up here the last 10 laps.
He's closing, boys. Little by little, he's closing.
Right in front of him, there's a battle. 15th, or actually 14th, 15th, and 16th. Look here. Patrick Magnum Mallet about to lose the 14th spot to Joshua Filjuevier.
What a fuck.
What a fuck.
What a career run for the Jamaican. Sailed his entire way up here to Virginia to make his first career Road to Pro start. What a valiant effort. He's shown aggressiveness, out of character for the number 5 machine. What a great top 15 run.
And Jacob Starburst is closing in on St. Nicholas.
Is he now?
Oh, Jordan Worth back in the booth. How's your race,
Guess
driver?
what, driver? The leader just got wrecked, John Gorlinski, with 7 to go. We're going to get a restart.
That's no surprise. You should stay out.
I took tires. I'm last on the lead lap, so I took tires.
What a fuck.
John Gorlinski.
Thank you for that insight, Jordan, from the second split. And back to this race, we're starting to wrap it up here. It looks like Jack Nicklaus has a sort of comfortable advantage. The lap times have pretty much evened out here.
It is down to 1.47 seconds, but there is 7 laps to go. Jacob's going to have to pull off about 0.2 a lap, and that's going to be with lap traffic in front of him. I think the number 11 of Jack Nicklaus is going to secure his 45th PGA Tour victory tonight.
Unbelievable stuff here. Going to wrap up his first Oscar winner as well in his first nomination, so congratulations to him. And as long as he can keep the fenders on it.
Yeah, that's right. He did get gold in the Paralympics in the
has had a
swimming
busy
event.
weekend, right?
Yeah, he just edged out Jared Mogart. Battle for 7th, we're hearing.
Benefield gets around the number 21 of Dylan Seabiscuit.
Ty Dillon.
Seabiscuit falling back, those hooves finally wearing off. He was running third pretty much the entire race, but he's fallen all the way back. He must not have any long run speed.
We see here, position 5 and 6, Garrett High is under fire from Nathan Lyon.
Tony the
Tiger, sorry.
Maybe 4 to go coming to the line. Jack Nicklaus still securing a 1.54 second lead over the number 23 of Jacob Starburst. So he's, as we said earlier, going to secure his first Oscar, his first Emmy. Hearing he might get a Grammy tonight, partnering up with Drake and 2 Chainz on a fabulous track from 2017.
Absolutely incredible race here as we start to wind down here, coming to 2 circuits to go around this Martinsville Speedway. As we have a battle for 5th here coming on through.
Nathan Tiger trying to get underneath Garrett High.
Oh, Garrett High.
Almost contact. Almost contact going into turn 1. We have 2 laps to go.
2 laps
still
to go
pushes
here.
High. Going to get a good run off of turn 2. Still side by side, and looks like Garrett's going to get back in front.
But at the line here, taking the white flag, 1 lap to go. Jack Nicklaus just putting on a clinic here at the field.
What a run by St. Nicholas.
His new film, The Shining, came out this week. He did a great job at the box office. And it's just going to be smooth sailing here for Jack Nicklaus. Off of turn number 4, Jack Nicklaus will win the Put It Out 200 here at Martinsville Speedway. Jacob Harberts comes home 2nd. Jeremy R. Allen 3rd. It looks like Tyler Laughlin will round out the 4th spot. And it appears Garrett High will maintain the 5th position.
Nathan Tiger looking like he's going to be 6th. Adam Benefield 7th. Dylan Seabiscuit dropped all the way back to the number 8 spot. Braden Boulos, a career run for the Braden Boulos machine, finishes 9th. And Justin Boston, what a comeback after getting a black flag and his father committing tax fraud, finishes in the top 10.
It looks like Michael Fennelseed finished in 11th. Michael Baboon in 12th. Stephen Wilson the 3rd, 13th. Ron Daly, Ron Daly 14th. Good for him.
Oh,
Josh
and we missed something on the last lap. Fuck whatever happened there. Josh Filyaw wrecked Patrick Millay on the last lap, coming out of turn 4.
And there's a fight between Pat Millay and Josh Filyaw.
And
yeah, there
race
are
director,
crews.
can we go back? Can we go back?
We might be able to get an interview between those 2 drivers. Unfortunately, we will not be able to get an interview with the race winner, Jack Nicklaus. He does have he has throat cancer, so unfortunately he will not be able to give us any kind of interview. But we might be able to get a little interview between the number 32 and number 5 machine tonight.
Matter of fact, let's see if we can't pull up the number 5 machine here. Let's go ahead and see. Can we get him? Can we get him in here?
Doesn't look like he wants to be talking.
Let's see if we can't finagle him up here. Doesn't look like we can.
He's a declining interview.
Looks like he's running away. Dreads in the air.
Well, I guess we could
Let's
probably
see if we can get the Casey Kerwin machine up here.
Actually, I've caught up. Yeah, I've teleported to the fucking infield. We've got. Oh, Jordan Wirth's here, and we've also got Michael Gorilla.
Driver.
Michael,
Jordan,
tell us about your race.
What?
It was tears.
Tears? Oh,
so let me give you a second split update, all right?
All right, let's hear it.
We had to restart. We had a big wreck on a restart with 2 to go, right? The timing and scoring completely got fucked, and Jeremy B. Davis was like 9th on the restart. He won the race technically. It's given him the win.
And where did you finish, Travis?
I got 12th. I'll take it. It's fine, whatever. But they completely
Can
fucked
you
the
just
timing and
stop
scoring.
talking?
Shut the
Houston,
hell
put
up.
your damn pants on. I'm tired of you
They've been
tarnishing
on.
our broadcast. Get out.
Is that race over yet?
My goodness. Our
Yeah, race
broadcast
just
career
finished.
is over thanks to
I'm
Houston.
trying to interview the Michael chimpanzee. Michael, tell us more about your race.
It was AIDS.
Car was
We
slow,
took
car was
4
bad,
and
he
we
did
just bullied
garbage.
through everybody
Houston,
out of the
shut
way.
the fuck up. All right, I don't care about you, Michael. How about Joshua Filjueve? Let's get back in here. Josh, we saw you have a little bit of an overheating issue. You came in and took your tape off, and you started digging again. You got that lap back, and you were able to recover to, what was it, the 15th spot?
That's right.
All right. And how was the rest of your race? We heard a little bit of contact on the last lap, and we know the driver that you got into. You know, it's kind of scary what you're getting into there.
Well, I can't say that on air. Oh, that would be bad.
Why not?
Well, anyway.
This is an uncensored family stream. You can say
Yeah.
whatever you want. No racial epithets.
Well, the racialism is present.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, so now we've got. Oh, we've got the birthday boy, 7-year-old Logan Kress, and he was able to come home in the 20th spot today. Logan,
What the fuck do you want?
How
was
did you
your
do
race
tonight,
driver?
I honestly feel like I was on the fixed.
Well, how was it? How was your
So how
race?
was it, though? That
Report
doesn't
from
answer our
Facebook.
question.
What?
You're
You're
live.
live. My race
Facebook
was-
earlier
my
today
race
was
was-
that you
pal.
thought you were going to win the race, Mr. Crest. What happened, driver?
Why are you
Never
interviewing
said
people?
such
You're an
words.
intern.
The intern.
Sam.
Shut
Jimmy
up.
Johnson!
Jimmy Johnson,
Goodness.
indeed. All right, fuck all you guys. I've got Gonzo.
All
Yeah,
right,
Michael
so
Gonzalez in the booth.
let's run through our final results here one more time. I can't stand any one of you guys anymore. So going down the order here, Jack-
Get out!
Goodness gracious.
All right, continue, Sean. Let's try to sign this piece of shit off.
Let's have some kind of dignity here. So, give a call. Jack Nicklaus brings home the win tonight in his first PGA Tour event. Jacob Harberts, Starburst, finishing second. Jeremy R. Allen will finish third. Tyler Laughlin bringing it home fourth. Garrett Lowe will come home fifth. Then we have Nathan Lyon in sixth. Adam Benefield seventh. Dylan Seabiscuit Jones in eighth. Braden Boulos ninth. And Justin Boston rounding out the top 10. And just going down the rest here of the field, what are you noticing here, Blake? What are your big surprises from this field?
Well, I'm surprised to see that quiet top 10 I was talking about with Adam Benefield. He was able to get up to 7th. Very nice run from him. Also, Justin Boston was able to come back.
Oh, look at Pat fucking suck it.
Excellent work. John, what are your final thoughts here?
It was a great race overall. I'm a little upset my pick, Jacob Starburst, did not get the win, but he had a really good, strong truck in the final going to finish second.
Kevin, and your thoughts here?
I'm just really happy we had a good little broadcast. Got some wet
Oh,
socks.
I'm sorry to cut you off here, but we are being thrown off the air, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into our broadcast here. Thank you very much to Twitch and YouTube for putting this on here. Thanks everyone watching. Thanks everyone for commenting. And we will catch you guys in the next one. Be safe, take it easy, and Kevin McAdams sucks. Have a great night, ladies.
Graham, your sister's hot.